Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's day number 18 already. May I have your attention, please? Alright, this is the thing about life, yeah? You want to surround yourself with the best. You want to have people put you to the test, yeah? And that's the theme of today I want to talk about, because it's been, James has been talking about it. We've got Ryan Nasser here, James Hodges, and we're all down here in San Diego, which we love.
San Diego.
I just got off recording a podcast with a guy Richard Fu, he does a Forge Your Life podcast. Every time we went to do it, one time I was out to dinner, I went, I'll just push it back. Next time we were going to do it together, he goes, can we push it back? And then we did it today, third attempt. It was just perfect. I wanted to feel called to men's work when I felt called to it today. Or I felt called to it today, but I wanted to feel called when I actually did feel called to it. And that conversation's been running around a lot. And it's fun because we've got three beautiful men here and a beautiful host behind the camera. And yeah, I just thought I'd share that theme today. There's been so much serendipity, so much happening. I want it on public record that we're doing something awesome. And we're going to get clarity in the vision of what it all is. But as we come together as this tribe, as we unite with our common gifts, magic happens. What do you guys want to share about?
Yeah, well, I'm just super excited to be here, and I just want to back everything up that you just said. And I guess what I want to share is just the interesting transformation that I'm going through at the moment, and that is like almost the need not to say anything. Do you know what I mean? Like with the teaching Qigong sets, with the teaching, and I'd always wonder why I had all these great Taoist masters in China, and they wouldn't. It's like they wouldn't say much, but yet there was so much to learn from their presence, from who they were. And it reminds me of an Osho quote that goes, "There's nothing you can learn from a master because there's nothing to teach. There's only something that you can gain from their presence, because there's nothing to teach." So it's just like you've got all these people out there trying to like force and trying to do all these things, but you look at the greatest like spiritual leaders in that. There's not much they're doing, yet there's so much that you can learn from just their presence. And more it's like I have less to say, yet I'm experiencing more internally at such a high level, such a high vibration, such a high frequency, and I'm just loving that. And it's also why Lao Tzu would say, the Tao is something that cannot be spoken about. The moment that you speak about the Tao, it no longer is the Tao, because you have this magic inside, and to try to actually articulate it and express it, it no longer is that. So it's just experiencing that epic feeling, that vibration that takes place. And for me, I get that with like Qigong and the different rituals and the different practices that I go through. But it's really in that stillness, in that place of quietude that we achieve through like our practices that enable our hearts to connect. It's not through the words. It's actually, a lot of the masters I train with is when we're sitting there, we're standing in stillness or meditating in stillness, and you have this profound connection, and it's just like, I guess for anyone listening, it's just what I encourage more in your relationships or in your business is to have more experiences with people where you're finding that you're being still with people. So we done it this morning with a Neigong set down on the beautiful San Diego beach, standing, I think we done about a 45-minute set, was it? About a 45-minute set, 10 to 15 minutes standing in one posture on either side. These guys have been practicing with me for ages now, so that's easy for them. But that stillness enables a greater connection, and everything comes from nothing. So, it's not so much about adding more into your life, it's about taking it away. So I have this saying that goes, true knowing comes from unknowing. We have to hack away at the unessentials, and coming back to nothingness or stillness within, for me, is the source of everything. So, and there's that paradox. And just one last thing, I've been playing with this idea for the last few weeks that spirituality is being completely selfish and completely selfless. So knowing that balance in between is what really makes your life more fulfilling. When is the moment to absolutely give as much as you can, and when is the moment to say, hey, this is mine, and this is what I stand for, and I'm taking time for myself. So it's that paradox, that yin and yang between being completely selfish with your pursuits in life and the things that you want to do to make a contribution, or the things that you love, but also being completely selfless with your relationships and the amount of your time and presence and energy that you can give, and finding that balance between two, because you'll usually find that you're either one or the other. And it's like knowing that balance, it comes through conscious awareness, which is what practice and Qigong and these practices develop. So yeah, I'd encourage everyone to jump on those practices, if they're out there, And I didn't plan to say any of this, you know. This literally came from
We're
nothing.
just throwing out the camera. I got back after recording a podcast with Richard Fu. We just talked about purpose. I got back with Ryan. He just showed me through some moves, like the specific details of it. You know, I had another friend the other day I bumped into. He goes, "Let your presence speak." There's another book written about it, Stillness Speaks. It's so nice to be in that space where we don't need to have the attention. You know, to be with other men. That's the vision I always had when I'm feeling called to be in that, where I can be in the attention. You can be in the attention. You can be there. We can all lead. And all of humanity coming from that space. I'm just curious about what that'll be like.
Yeah, being with other men and other women too.
Of course.
We're all one under the sun, you know what I mean? That's the
All
Bruce,
of it.
the Bruce Lee quote, you know?
All of it. Just because there's 3 of us on the couch right now and that theme's coming up today. James, you want to share?
Yeah, so there's just been hanging out with Brock and Christy and then Ryan. There's just been so much serendipity. It's just been insane the last kind of few days. Like, we're hanging up, having breakfast up in Santa Monica the other day, and we all left and we're like, oh, where's Brock? We look in the window and there's some guy who looks like an ape doing squats in the window. We're like, what is going on? And he had connected with this lady who was like, who are you guys? Like, I just feel your energy, you feel amazing. I used to feel like that, I don't feel like that anymore. And just totally connected with this lady, and he had a call with her today, which went amazing. And it was just incredible to see that. And then I just came back from catching up with, I just moved here to San Diego about a month ago and went through all my LinkedIn connections who lived down here, messaged them, caught up with this guy when I first moved here, and then we caught up again. And funnily enough, we both have someone who's very special in our lives coming to hang out with us over July 4th weekend, and we both just like really related to that. And he was like, dude, we're planning on going on a boat. I'm like, dude, we're planning on having a barbecue here in San Diego. I was like, let's just make them both happen. And so just the fact that we're both having those special people in our lives come and hang out at the same time, we can both do these amazing things on a boat and then barbecuing here at this amazing place, which I'm so grateful for. It's just incredible. And there's been so many serendipitous moments. Even today, we're hanging out at the co-working space where I work out of, and I've been trying to get a crew to come hang out there and work from there. And a friend of a friend I met at a barbecue last week, we hung out on the beach yesterday and had this amazing experience on the beach yesterday.
Yeah, it was epic.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then bought in the co-working space today, and now 4 or 5 of them are all committed to coming working from that space. And so now I have that day-to-day group of amazing people I get to work around. And so it's just been a lot of serendipitous moments. I think to you guys' points, following your presence, following your purpose, as opposed to trying to force things. Be present, be flow, and amazing things just kind of happen. And it's been awesome to be around there.
Yeah, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. You know, final comments with this: when you're around other human beings, pay attention to them. Give them your presence. You know, give them appreciation. Contribute in ways that you feel to, and let's change the world. You know, this is why we have these conversations. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch all these. Feel free to share them with your friends, someone this is going to contribute to, and yeah, keep watching. We've got 55 days of this to go.
Yeah, wicked. And really, if you resonate with the message, you know, share it, comment below, challenge your ideas, open up a new discussion if you wish. But if you resonate with it or you feel someone else will, it's always good to share it. You know, you're paying it forward. And quite often, all of us get messages from people saying, man, that's just broke me through. That just gave me a new perception. And it's not so much about the words, it's the energy or the presence that's coming through. You know, for some people, that's totally untangible, but the more that you open up your potential, you realize that the whole universe is just energy. I mean, that's the most logic thing anyway. And the more that you can experience that energetic paradigm, the more that you can actually receive what else is going on here rather than just the words that we're speaking. So yeah, sending much love. I'm feeling the love being between these two guys.
Lots of love. This is new. This is how we love to roll. So